Good morning, guys. We're out here again on the infamous flying road with some new toys. What do we got here today, Matthew?
This morning is Saturday, April 24th, just for reference.
Definitely Friday.
And we have Draco.
We have Draco. So what's this thing all about, man?
Draco 2.0. Is the scaled down replica version with insane attention to detail from Horizon and Mike Patey and all the product developers. This is the scaled down version of Mike Patey's famous Draco. Unfortunately, Mike had an accident about a year or so ago where it kind of wing stalled on takeoff and ended up crushing the landing gear and the undercarriage. And I think Mike's in the process of rebuilding it. He's building a plane called Scrappy right now that's a carbon cub with a I don't know what motor it's got in it, but he's got so much time and research into it. He's a crazy dude. I just watched a video the other day where Mike was saying he only sleeps like 2 or 3 hours a night, and then some days he only sleeps. Some days he only sleeps for or some weeks he only sleeps a couple nights at a time, just because he gets so much work done. That's how he gets so much work done on his plane. So much time to put in, and that's what it takes at a level he's at and what he does. This is modeled off of Wilga originally, and Mike took the plane, redesigned the wings, redesigned the rear stabilizer, redesigned the rudder to give it more control surface. He put a Pratt & Whitney engine in it, a Pratt & Whitney turboprop, 680 horsepower with a constant speed propeller, and he really made an animal out of a small bush plane. And the guys at Horizon decided it was so cool that they needed to make it into a foam plane 6S, and we're pretty excited about that. We thought it was coming about a year ago, and we commented on one of Mike's videos, and Horizon said Horizon commented about a couple months ago and said the wait is over for Draco in an RC plane,
And it's here.
I had to make sure I was the first one in town to get one. So we're over here at our at one of my good friends' local fields. This is private property. We use the road only in case of emergency landings with a bush plane like this. In this case, we're gonna fly off the grass strip right here probably. And just to let you know, this road probably gets driven on maybe 10 cars a day. As you can tell, it's not traveled hardly at all.
No one's been here yet.
No one's been. It's 7:30 in the morning.
Beautiful morning.
We don't plan on upsetting traffic or breaking any local laws. I'm sure if any police officers were to stop by, they'd only want to either
see Draco,
comment on the plane, or ask us what we're doing staring in the sky.
So what else do we got here, man?
We also have a Estes Skyrider.
You got to do some battery swaps, man. I don't know how to do any of it, so.
Oh yeah, that's
I can't help you.
I got batteries right here.
Let's do it.
So we're about to slap some batteries in the controller that came with the Estes laser rocket kit.
Got a bunch of crazy toys, man. Laser rocket kit.
lost this.
Where'd you get all these toys at, Matt?
Hobbysports.com. Your one and only local hobby shop here in Kalamazoo. The best. Trusted for over 30 years. Owned by Rex and Lee. Some of the nicest, most knowledgeable guys when it comes to RC around here. These guys put a lot of time in. Steven and the other kids at the hobby shop really know what they're doing. They don't work there just for fun. I don't work there just for fun. I do, but I mean, it's huge perks, you know, but I work there because I want to, and it's a lifestyle, and it's really nice to be able to do what you want, and it pays off to be able to
hang out and progress.
Surround yourself with more knowledge in the industry, aside from just cars or planes, but around the whole hobby in general. And that's why I'd like to get into more die-cast building. And
so you've been
stuff like
recently starting
Rockets.
another hobby. We've never launched rocket. I've never launched rocket. Have you?
Oh yeah,
when
I did when I was a kid.
When you were little, yeah.
Little, yeah.
So, but you've been getting into drag cars recently, right?
Yes.
So that's
Drag cars
that's the new focus.
And 8-scale outdoors. Drag cars are going to be huge this year at Martin. Our first event is April 25th. That's this Sunday at US 131 Motorsports Park. Bring your drag cars. 10-scale associated low-seat Traxxas / base drag cars. 12 to 14-inch wheelbase. Short course chassis. Anything goes. We've got a 13.5 street class, and we've got an outlaw class. We're gonna have grudge racing, cash days. Our first race, like I said, this Sunday, April 25th. Come on out. Doors open at 10. Gate entrance is $10. Kids 12 and under are free. Entry fee for racing class is 12 under is half off, and I believe $20 for street or for outlaw, and $10 for 13.5, I believe. So, you know, a lot of guys are going to be running the 13.5 just because it's a simple entry-level class, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And you don't have to put a lot into the car. The car comes ready to run, the associated car, the DR10, and it's pretty cool. You can also get it in a kit and do what you want with it. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to launch a rocket here quick.
So what is this thing?
This is the Estes Skyrider.
It's that Ticonderoga.
This is the Skyrider. I put it together at the hobby shop the other morning when we were a little slow, and we decided to build some rockets. And it says to use a A4, I believe, for the initial test fire, but we shoved the biggest one we could in it just because that's how we roll.
Make sure it works right.
Just to make sure it goes as high as we can get it.
Exactly.
Know? Because that's the point. I mean, this
first rocket launch in years.
We're looking to break the atmosphere today. I'm not quite sure what the footage is at that point, but this one says it gets to about 600 or 700 feet, I think, so I think we'll get it.
Cool. So these are reusable, correct?
Essentially, yes. That's what they say.
We just have to find it.
Yeah.
Hope it.
Luckily, we're here in a big open area, not like downtown Chicago. I've done some rocket launching over there before. Not a good spot.
Yeah, we should be able to see it at least.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Would you mind making sure the fire pin is removed from the fire box? The plug, the red plug there with the white, on it, remove that. Thank you.
Oh Lord. We'll get into some action here.
Okay. So, with rockets, you got to play the wind. Just like anything else that goes in the air.
We just.
So, we don't know which way the wind's going. Now we do. So
you're gonna go that
we have
way.
a clear, open, couple hundred acres of field around us. We're gonna safely say we can aim it that way, just a little.
And it's gonna fall right on us?
And it should fall right on us.
Perfect. That's kind of what I was thinking from that grass in the wind Indian observation.
So, if we launch here, should be.
Is that how you're supposed to place it?
Mm-hmm.
And it just sends a little shock, and then we're going.
And it's going. So,
Looks like I think it's gonna go over there now.
if you're ready, Chris, I'll stand over here and watch the charge go. Okay. Right. So what's fun about the Estes rackets is they have a little clear glass here, and the light comes on when you're ready to fire, and then when you're ready, you push the button. So, as long as we're clear here on the road, make sure the skies are clear of any air traffic.
Should I get back? Man,
No, it's not gonna go crazy.
just for the view.
If you're ready, we're ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pretty straight. Watch for the parachute.
I can't see it. I can't see anything.
Okay.
Alright, I do see it.
Watch for the parachute.
Wow. You timed that like a boomerang, man. I feel like it's going up.
Let you go, pal.
She's coming. She's gonna. Oh, she's hitting the main road for sure.
Where'd you go, pal?
She's going way far away.
I don't see her.
She's going way far away, bro. She's gonna hit the main road.
I don't see her. Do you see it?
Yep. It's right in the sun. It's right on the main road. Where is it? Right on the main road.
It's still in the air?
Right across the street.
Is it still in the air?
No, right across the street on the main road is where it just landed.
Should we go find it?
Yeah, we can go get it.
Should we walk down there?
It's a long walk, but I'm ready.
Well, we'll ride the pickup down there real quick.
Alright. What do we have?
We had a clean landing.
Nice.
She lives to die another day.
That was the only thing I saw, is that little parachute.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, she had a lot of drag to her, she did. But she really discharged nice.
It was really stinky.
Chris was concerned about the smell of the racket.
I thought for sure it was Matt instantly. Blamed it on.
Classic.
Figured out how to zoom in with this little gimbal thing. Still working with it. We're gonna get into some action today with this Draco.
Draco's about to come alive.
So how does that parachute thing work? It just, how does it
The
know?
motor has a discharge at the top like a firework. So at the end of its ignition burn,
Yeah.
when it gets to its apex in the sky, right about here when the motor's all burnt off and it starts to crest out,
Yeah.
it goes pew and blows the nose cone off, blows the parachute out, and then it unwinds and catches air.
That's really cool.
as long as you fold your parachute correctly and use the right amount of wadding, you won't burn your parachute up. The parachute will discharge, come unwrapped properly.
Multiple times? It just...
Multiple times.
Really? That's really cool.
Motor's gone. Put a new motor in it. Run her again.
Weird.
So, the Skyrider lives to launch another day. I couldn't even see the sucker. I need to get bigger rockets, finds out, guys, because I couldn't. Shoot, I pushed the button, it was gone. Good thing you were here, bud.
I found out how to zoom, so next time we can actually see it.
Oh, hey, what do we got here?
Yes, I'm zooming.
Holy.
Ooh.
Lights.
That is pretty.
Lights.
Oh, man.
Lights.
Wow, you weren't kidding. Attention to detail. Wow. That is...
Skid bars for the wing tips.
Yeah. Watch the YouTube video about that. So, before you kept talking about this plane, Matt, I didn't make the association that it was the actual Draco plane. You kept saying, I got Draco, I got Draco. But now I'm like, oh my gosh. That's awesome. And it is...
beautiful.
Those little wingtips are sweet.
So Mike and his brother Mark, twin brother Mark, they have a company called Best Tugs. They also did work in oil, water.
Yeah.
Oil, water,
filtration.
Filtration, I believe, some sort.
Yeah.
And which I don't know what their bread and butter, but something they're doing something right. And Best Tugs is a company for full-scale aircraft, and they make little carts that will go underneath like your tail wheel or your nose wheel, depending on what type of aircraft you have, to transport your plane around at the airport, around your hangar, and move them in and out of the hangar precisely and cleanly without damaging your plane or your hangar. So this Draco, though, they put the ailerons, the flaps, and all the light controls on molded tabs that quick connect right to the plane for ease of use and easy transport.
That's really cool.
And just like that, put a couple screws in the bottom.
Are there any other planes like that?
So I also have another plane from E-flite. It's about this size, and it's the Carbon Z Cessna. We've made some videos about that as well.
That clicks in like that, the wings?
Yep.
Cool.
We have a video on YouTube for the Carbon Z Cessna on floats. We flew it in the winter last year, remember, Chris?
Yep.
So that plane has a similar wing design, but there's a lot more hardware and a strut that you have to attach on the bottom with pins, and it kind of gets to be a pain in the butt. So we really like what Horizon did with these pins. These are really simple, quick connect. They slide right in.
Wasn't there a time when like you forgot to put those in or something weird happened?
So there was a time I forgot to bring them with. It was in that Carbon Z video, I believe. I forgot to bring my wing screws, so I had to make one quick out of a hanger that I had in the back of the truck. Luckily I had something that we could MacGyver.
So you just borrowed batteries from your control to launch the rocket.
Correct. We need to
invest
before
in
we
some
think
more
we're
batteries.
going to do anything with this plane, we need to
swap some batteries again.
get some batteries back in our fantastic Spectrum DX controller, so that we have full control over this magnificent beast. I am extremely excited. To say the least.
Me too. Always excited about new planes. Matt was so geeked this morning.
We've been doing a lot with RC lately, and we feel like we've kind of left the planes in the dark all winter. And
yeah, we have.
I flew my maul a little bit, the 1.7 maul, or no, sorry, the 1.5 meter maul M7. I flew that on the floats a little bit this winter, and it was fantastic. But we haven't had anything new really. We still haven't got the full-size timber together. We had some ignition problems with the Smart Fly power expander, so we ended up having to order some more parts from Smart Fly, and during COVID that proved to be a little bit of a challenge, so we finally ended up getting our parts for our Smart Fly that we needed, and I believe we're going to be able to get our timber back together here soon with the DLE 55, and we should be ready to maiden that here soon, hopefully out at the club at Gilmore's Car Museum, where Thunderbirds RC Club, the club that I'm part of, does quite a bit of giant scale flying, and be a good place for a maiden out there. I'm not super familiar with the giant scale side of RC. It's something I'm just getting into, and there's a lot of time, and obviously along with time goes money and invested into a piece of wood and some covering, along with a small engine and some very expensive electronics attached to it. So the idea is to keep it flying correctly, properly, the way it should, as with any plane. So, without any more said, I believe it's time to fly Draco. Get a battery.
You little antsy, Matt?
Oh yeah. We're ready to go.
Couldn't wait any longer. Wow. That's, oh man, you're gonna be weed whipping.
Check our controls. Good throttle. Everything's moving the way it should.
I'm ready when you are. Well, that didn't take very long. Whoa, shoddy footage already. I can feel that from here. Blown. Wow. How's it handle?
Fantastic.
What are you thinking?
I love it, guys. It's doing good. Flies great. Lights are awesome.
Yeah, they are. That's really cool looking.
Pretty quick too.
Ooh. That thing looks sweet.
Alright, our 5-minute flight timer's up, so we're gonna come in and land.
Just as I'm getting comfortable with using this gimbal. Whoa.
Pretty nice, guys.
Wow, that was
Pretty nice.
incredibly smooth.
The landing gear on that thing really soaks up the.
That was nice.
the
That
rough
was really
terrain.
nice.
I mean, we've got some 6-8 inch tall weeds in there, and it hardly felt a thing really. I mean, there's one bump initially on touchdown, but I think that was probably a little bit bumpy on the sticks yet. Haven't flown much this year, but man, I really like it.
That's
They
awesome.
did a great job. Horizon did a great job. Mike Patey did just a crazy job with the real plane. I mean, it was amazing. What he's doing with Scrappy right now is going to be crazy. So, can't wait to see that. Time to go to work. Hobbysports.com. Come on in, whatever you guys need. If you're in the Kalamazoo, Michigan area, come see us. We've got everything. Trains, planes, boats, slot cars, rockets, everything. It's going to be a nice day, better weekend. Tonight we've got off-road racing in Grandville at Grand River RC, 10th scale. On clay, we're going to race tomorrow at the Nitro Farm in Martin, and that is 8th scale outdoors. So we're also going to be racing 10th scale outdoors there, so bring your 10th scale stuff, put the pins on, come race outdoors. And then Sunday is, like we said before, Sunday's first day of drag racing at US 131 Martin. dragway. So bring out your RC drag cars and let's get them dialed in and going straight. See if we can't keep them off the wall. See you guys.